Welcome back to the channel, guys. A couple days ago I promised you a storage augmentation video and I'm here to deliver on that promise. If you enjoy the video or you learned something, a like and a sub would be very much appreciated. We're starting to get some momentum with the channel, getting a few more subs. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. That engagement, I really enjoy that. I will tell you, to do this technique, you're going to save up 100 million units or so, because we're going to lose about 30% of our investment every time we buy one of these ships. So stay tuned for the details. Thanks for watching. So the entirety of this farm is going to be done at the space station. We're going to look for A-class and B-class ships mostly. We're going to stay away from the haulers. The reason being is we're only going to get back 70% of our investment. So for example, if we buy a spaceship for 10 million units, we're only going to get back 7 of that original investment. So after we buy our ship, we're going to go into the inventory for that ship and we're going to break down any of the components that can be broken down. Some can't, some can, but what you're going to do after that is move that to your exosuit so you make sure that you don't deconstruct that when we destroy the ship. I will give the PSA right now that when you go to this machine to claim the scrap for the ship that we're destroying, make sure it's not your ship. I could not feel worse if you all were to destroy one of your exotic ships while you're trying to do this farm. So please don't do that. So after you claim your scrap, you're going to look to see if you got any of the storage augmentation. In this case, I got 2. And to be upfront about how long that I had been farming, this was about 7.5 minutes into my farm before I received my first storage augmentation. And we're just going to keep repeating this process with the A-class and the B-class. If you see an S-class that's not too expensive, go ahead and snag it, because some of the mods that you'll get when you break it down are quite valuable for the nanites. And that brings me to my next point, the 2 birds, 1 stone. So we're looking for storage augmentations, but we're also getting a ton of mods that we're going to be able to sell a little bit later for quite a few nanites. So to show you guys what happens when you buy a hauler, it's not the best use of your units. I have quite a few, so it wasn't that big a deal for me, and for science sake, I just wanted to show only getting back 70% of that investment isn't the best way to use those units. But with this hauler, I did get 1 storage augmentation, which was quite useful. And if you haven't figured it out already, when you do claim that scrap, it comes into your exosuit. I've shown a few of the graphics here showing you all the different components. They're not usable, so they're meant to be sold. And here's a quick look at some of the mods that I've received from breaking down some of these ships, which I'm going to show you a little bit later how many nanites that I received from that investment. I would like to take this opportunity to address the word exploit. So I don't really consider this an exploit, considering that, you know, it's a function within the game. We're actually spending quite a few units, by the way, to exchange them for nanites and storage augmentation. So I do want to put it out there that I don't condone any exploit in the game that considers it breaking the game, because at the end of the day, this game, you paid for the game. You know, you should enjoy your experience within the game. Do not get me wrong in the least little bit. But when it comes to these unlimited glitches and exploits that just seem to break the game, I would never condone them. So I'm going to let the rest of the footage play out here. At the very end of the video, you're going to see the nanite sale that I have, and I get about 7,000 nanites. This total farm took me about 17 to 20 minutes or so after I broke it down. But if you found the video enjoyable and useful, a like and a subscription would be very much appreciated. Drop a comment down in the comment section if you've got a question, and we'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.